has been activated immediately. The field is set. They're racing here. Well, he didn't jump all that well. In fact, Material Man, he landed sideways at the start. First of them to get going is Taxagano. Beats out Maserati. Mislecki. Going forward now is Nawadaru. No one really keen to lead. They're all looking down across at one another. Who's going to take it up early? It's Taxagano as they approach the judge. On the outside, Nawadaru. And it'll go up there and eyeball Taxagano, and Material Man improving here with a very slow pace, and Harvey's being forced to check the favourite off the heels there of Nawadaru. Dark Prospect settled down on its inside, being followed then by Mislecki, who was able to negotiate off the fence early. Back on the inside next of all is Petticoat Junction, and then Jimmy Rapid back with Maserati. Taxagano just getting it all his own way here in the early stages in a battle of cat and mouse. At the 1400 they go in the Swan River Vase. They're onto the Swan River side, and into the back they go. Taxagano, the leader from Nawadaru. No changes afoot. Dark Prospect is third down on the inside. Over on the outside, Material Man. Well, he certainly chewed steel for the first part of the race against the Pontiff. Back on the inside then, the 3-year-old filly in Petticoat Junction, followed by Mislecki, Jimmy Rapid, and the tail ender is Maserati, who's no more than 6 from the pacemaker Taxagano, which is being rated in front here to suit himself by Mitch Pateman. They go past the 950, leaving the back. Taxagano attempting to do it all of the way here in the Vase by a length and a half. He's now just ramped up the pace a little from Nawadaru, Dark Prospect, and then the hot pot Material Man, who's over on the outside. And just for a couple of strides, the Pontiff has to start to dig him up now as the pace lifted. On the fence, Petticoat Junction ahead of Mislecki. Around them goes Maserati, and Jimmy Rapid has been relegated towards the rear of the field. Passing the 500, they're about to straighten up. It's Taxagano in front by a half a length, coming around the turn from Nawadaru. 2 lengths, Material Man. Harvey's hard at work here. He's starting to pick up ground. Dark Prospect further back. Petticoat Junction, Taxagano, Nawadaru. Now he's gone for the whip on Material Man. Can his class get him there? Taxagano, Nawadaru, Material Man. He's trying to lift. He's coming now. Here's Material Man coming up the stablemate. Nawadaru, Material Man. They'll hit it. Material Man. Material Man covered them in the final stages to just win from Nawadaru. He wins his 16th race today. Behind them, Taxagano, Dark Prospect together. Not a lot in it for third. Then came Petticoat Junction, Jimmy Rapid. Next home, Maserati, who's back with Mislecki. Only his class and his courage has got him there in a race that did not suit. Harvey had to really pull out all stops. When Mitch Pateman put the foot down on the accelerator, Material Man, after being on the bridle all of the way, was all of a sudden looking for something to chew. And he took the length of the straight to grab Nawadaru, who'd eventually got the better of Taxagano. Dark Prospect has finished on to make it interesting. Taxagano looks as though it's clung on though to third from Dark Prospect, and Material Man with Harvey riding like a man, inspired there to get it home for Justin Warwick, has pegged back the stablemate, and it's 1, 4, 2 and 6 here after the running of the fourth. So Material Man, he gets the job done, but for those that took the shorts, time to head to the bar for something to just settle the nerves. By Vital Equine out of Delirio for Mike and Jill McDermott, and that's his 16th victory from 36 runs. Wonderful horse he has been for those connections. And scores from number 4 Nawadaru by Blackfriars out of Rue de Rive, trained by Justin Warwick, ridden by Jared Noski, and Taxagano by Regano from Taxa, Fred Kersley, Mitch Pateman. So numbers are 1, 4, 2 and 6, and other information coming up in just a few moments. Margins are a short neck 3/4, time 2:21.13, and Paul Harvey had to really count on Material Man's class and his great competitiveness to get him home to win the Swan River Vase after just fleetingly looking as though he was in a fair bit of trouble. The next event, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over the 1200. No changes then. And Windstorm will go around here as a long odds-on favourite as well. As we take you down now, Quadella here for Justin Warwick, Brittany, and certainly the Pontiff earning his riding fee there to get this very popular favourite home.
Absolutely. I mean, if you were on at the $1.36 quote, you may have been a little bit nervous. Justin Warwick joins me. What were your emotions like in the concluding stages? Obviously, Material Man, that means so much to you, but your stablemate in Noir and a horse that you own a bit of. Who were you cheering home in the final finish of it?
I'll be honest, I don't really cheer for him. I just sort of, it is what it is. I just sort of watch and observe. So I was sort of hoping Roo would win, but just towards the end, he'd done all the work, all the bullocking, but there's no denying class comes to the top.
Certainly prevailed there. What were your observations throughout the run?
They went slow early, and it was a pretty good tactical race. Mitch rode a good race on Taxigano and got them all off the bridle about the 700 and made Material Man carry his weight and made the other horse that was his danger outside him work hard. And yeah, it was a good race all round, I thought. So probably worked Material Man just a smidge hard coming into the race just to take the edge off him so he didn't pull. And then when they turned into a sprint, he got left a bit flat-footed. But as I said, yeah, class comes to the top. You got a big margin for error with a horse like him.
You mentioned you poured the work into him this time. Obviously, leading into the Strickland, you hadn't had him return to your stable for all that long. Had you seen many changes from the Strickland to today?
I just know the 2200. He's probably changed a bit since I last had him. It's probably a couple of years now. He's getting a bit older and he's probably doesn't need that bit extra that I give him this week. He probably, as we all get older, we'll get a bit slower, so he's doing the same. But as I said, the margin for error with him is quite large.
Today he was able to get the job. Class prevailed. Well done.
Thank you.
Justin Warwick with 3 runners in the Swan River Vase. He runs 1-2 Noir. Well, in the Strickland, you were saying Scott ran out of his skin now, Noir, and he's done the same again here today.
He certainly has, Britt. And before that 72-plus win 2 starts ago, he was only the winner of a 66-plus on a Saturday, Noir. He'd gone so far up in the ratings because he was so consistent, seconds and thirds, and always picking up a point here and there. I think Jared Noski has a bit of a wry grin on his face, and why wouldn't he? Noir's gone super.
Material Man on the corner, we thought, oh, hang on, he's probably not going all that well. And Darren even said it in the call. He asked the question, will class bring him over the top of them? And that's exactly what it did. He's a war horse, and class really prevailed.
It certainly did. We'll grab Paul Harvey for a word after the win of Material Man. He's just successfully weighed in. Paul, if there was one vulnerability today, it looked to be a pretty slow tempo, and to the eye, it looks like that's what you got.
Yeah, it was. Justin likes him travelling strong within himself, and I was hoping he'd travel to the turn a little bit stronger than that, but they had it pretty cheap and started picking up from the half mile. There's a few worries, but I just, you've got to have a bit of faith in the horse, that he was the best horse in the race, and on the line was the right spot to be in front.
Were there a couple of butterflies at about the 600 when a couple of those roughies looked to be going equally as well as him? Yeah,
there was, yeah, it certainly had us worried, but it is what it is. They had it cheap, and you have to ride him that way, so it panned out anyway.
Probably one of those races where we wish there was no whip rule. Congratulations, Paul. Well done.
Yeah, cheers.
Paul Harvey gets the most out of Material Man, earned his fee, that is for sure and certain. Justin Warwick taking out the Quinella in the Swan River Vase.